Holiday season isn't over just yet. As high school hockey tournaments drop the puck around the Northland today, we start at the Heritage Holiday Classic, where a border battle kicked off the festivities. The undefeated Marshall Hilltoppers taking the ice against the Superior Spartans and their senior goaltender, Hunter Sidorowicz. He was a brick wall for Superior today, stopping a boatload of Marshall chances to keep us scoreless through the first period. So now in the second, Spartans' Tucker Tepsa gets a fast break but is hooked, which means we get the rare penalty shot. The sophomore moves in all alone, fires it high over the net, but his teammate Thor Netlin might have learned something on that scoring chance. He waits out the goaltender to slip it past him for the icebreaker. Superior grabbing the opening goal, and they'd grab two more in the second period as they upset the Hilltoppers and hand them their first loss of the year. Superior advances to the next round with a 4-2 win. Meanwhile, the Proctor Rails hosting the Bill McGann Holiday Classic Tournament, taking the ice first against Osseo. Freshman Drew Yost going forehand, backhand, see you later. He gives the Rails a 3-0 lead in the middle frame. Proctor now buzzing in the zone again. Almost everyone gets a touch on this puck before Jax Hardy sets up Rafe Giswald backdoor to make it 4-0. Then the Rails get a power play. This point shot from Wes Paulson gets deflected. Junior Owen Baker getting tippy with it in front to make it a 5-0 game. The Rails grab three more as they open their holiday tournament with a shutout win, taking down the Orioles 8-0. In other tournament action around the Northland, the hosting Denfeld Hunters advance with a 5-2 win over Anoka. The Cloquet Esco Carlton Lumberjacks pick up a big 6-2 win over the Laverne Cardinals. And up on the border, the International Falls Broncos remain unbeaten with a 7-1 win over Wilmar. And over